Mr. President, on behalf of the delegation of the United States, I want to thank you for the eloquent and meaningful words that you have just uttered about Mrs. Roosevelt. And I come here for the second time in little more than a year, sad in heart and in spirit. The United States, the United Nations, the world has lost one of its great citizens. Mrs. Eleanor Roosevelt is dead, and a cherished friend of all mankind is gone. Yesterday, I said that I had lost more than a friend. I had lost an inspiration, for she would rather light candles than curse the darkness, and her glow had warmed the world. My country mourns her, and I know that all in this assembly mourn with us. But even as we do, the sadness we share is enlivened by the faith in her fellow man and his future, which filled the heart of this strong and gentle woman. She imparted this faith not only to those who shared the privilege of knowing her and working by her side, but to countless men, women, and children in every part of the world who loved her even as she loved them. For she embodied the vision and the will to achieve a world in which all men can walk in peace and dignity. To the end of a better life. She did her and the strange strength of her extraordinary personality. I don't miss it is to visit to suggest 90 is mostly no way more more to and aspirations. It to which she gave the last 50 years her of the respiratory spirit. She should live in disorder that is organization. The United Nations has meaning and hope for millions. To thank her labor, her love, oh, let no one to her I her deeds. I was the deal here made on weekly after Sampling Franks of Rose death. So what is I? Oh, thought all peace and quiet have the truth of them alive. Service one is one of the nation's dozens it's against to the first regulation of the central duty are done that as always is to those they deliver the word to the world to peace. Some of you in the view all were and present that at this first assembly in London 17 years ago. More of you witnesses a word were subsequent assemblies in the years he followed. Members of the Business Committee of Social and Humanitarian and Cultural Questions the Commission on Human Rights. She would serve on sole chair. You and will remember the warmth, the intelligence, and the infectious buoyancy which she brought to her tasks. You know better than any of us the unceasing crusade that helped to give the world, after years of painstaking and patient travail, one of the most noble documents of mankind, the Declaration of Human Rights. This is not the time to recount the infinite services of this glorious and gracious lady. The list is as inexhaustible as her energies. But devotion to the world of the Charter, to the principles of the United Nations, to a world without war, to the brotherhood of man, underscored them all. And happily for us, she could communicate her devotion, her enthusiasm to others. She saw clearly, she spoke simply. The power of her words came from the depth of her conviction. We must be willing, she said, to learn the lesson that cooperation may imply compromise. But if it brings a world's advance, it is a gain for each individual nation. There will be those who doubt their ability to rise to these new heights. But the alternative, she said, is not possible to contemplate. We must build faith in the hearts of those who doubt. We must rekindle faith in ourselves when it grows dim, and find some kind of divine courage within us to keep on till on earth we have peace and goodwill among men. Albert Schweitzer wrote, "No ray of sunlight is ever lost, but the green which it wakes needs time to sprout, and it is not always granted to the sower to live to see the harvest. All work that is worth anything is done in faith." While she lived, Mrs. Roosevelt rekindled that faith in ourselves. Now that she is gone, the legacy of her lifetime will do no less. Mr. President, I trust you and the members of the Assembly will forgive me for having taken your time with these very personal thoughts. The issues we debate in this hall are many and grave, but I don't think that we are divided in our grief at the passing of this great and gallant human being who was called the First Lady of the World. Thank you, sir.